Hello everybody, what's going on? Jerome here, and we are back today with Sphere Survival, and it seems like the first part got some really good feedback from you guys. I was actually really excited. Oh, look at that, another obsidian. Alright, we're in business. But it seemed like you guys were really excited about it, and I think last time I checked it had like 220 likes and no dislikes, so I was really happy about that. And one of the big comments that I was getting is that there are, well, I guess those were the other two. I kept getting comments saying that there were two chests scattered throughout the map that had obsidian still in them. You know, that way it makes up for the amount that I would probably need for another portal. And lo and behold, I found them. That I swear to you, that was completely random. The only one I thought of was I did have a suggestion to check inside of this mushroom here, and it turned out to be correct. Besides that, though, I really didn't get any help. That was actually really random and completely strange that worked out, but hey, it did, so I'm happy, and let's hope we can move on from there. Alright, so let's put everything back in here and see what utensils we have. We have wood pickaxe. We don't really need that, though. We're probably best off just working on getting ourselves a nice little cobblestone pick. Then we're going to go on from there to perhaps get ourselves some furnaces going, and hopefully by the end of this episode we'll have a good sum of iron. I think that's probably a good place to call this video quits, so once we get to that point. But first, let's get ourselves a couple of furnaces, like I said. Actually, hold on, let me check real quick. Did I have any cobble in here? No, see, that's surprising. With all the creepers that blew up earlier, I don't know if you guys watched the original first part of this, you would think that there would be a shit ton more of the cobblestone, but there really wasn't, surprisingly. It made me kind of sad. And whoopsies, there we go, some iron. If you're wondering how block generation is in this map, it's completely random. So if you see an ore, does not mean there's a deposit or anything like that. It literally is just one of them, and then that's it, GG right there. But resources are very scarce. Not scarce, but they're very difficult to come by, I guess you could say, because once again, if they're not in pockets, so you got to be careful. Like, for instance, I found a diamond earlier. That's the only diamond I'm going to find in that pocket. I have to try and go around, find new areas to get diamonds, and I guess you could say each diamond is going to be completely legit find. So it makes it a little bit difficult, but it is really awesome that it's randomly generated, so you don't have to worry about going like a million blocks deep just to find the particular type of ore that you may need. And that's how I feel about it, at least. I'm sure there are other people that might think it's a little bit stupid that it's set up the way it is, but personally, I like it a lot. And whoopsies, that was pretty poor planning on my part. Could have sworn I had enough for 3. Yeah, there we go. I don't have any clue what just happened there. Alright, let's take out this wall right here, though. And being we have a little bit more dirt, why don't we take that out? Man, we are dirt rich. Look at that. We are rich off of dirt. There we go. So let's make our house a little bit nicer than the one that we initially had. So we're going to extend it out to here. We're going to break down this little wall here. Perfect. You know what? We can also fill up the ground just like that, at least. That way, at least we have, you know, a nice little setup here. Then we can, of course, bring this across. There we go. And it looks like we have ourselves a nice little housing area. It's, once again, it's not exactly the nicest thing in the world, but it'll get the job done. And then, of course, we just need the door placed down. And perfect. Looks like we have a nice little area that'll hopefully protect us from any mobs, especially if we're going to put this on easy mode, which we should probably think about doing. You know what I mean? It's getting to the point where we might need to do that. But first, I kind of said I wanted to get some armor up, and I will stand by that because, honestly, armor is key in this game. So there we go. We have the furnaces set up. Now we need at least one more iron, so that way we can get ourselves an iron pickaxe, and then from there we'll be able to mine out everything else. The reason why we're trying to get that once again is that we can get all the cool different types of ores out there. Of course, we can get the blue-right ores, because, or sorry, why did I say blue-right? I think that was RuneScape. Lapis lazuli ores, that way we can actually, you know, use them to our advantage. Oh my god, this cow over there. Ooh, is that another diamond block too? GG. Look at that. Wow, okay, so we at least have one. I could have sworn, though, that there was a second one. Oh, well, by the end of this episode, we might be able to mine that up, and then we'll be able to see for ourselves exactly how much we have. Oh, there we go, get that lapis. I'm afraid of dying, because then I won't be able to enchant my gear as much, especially being I'm getting all these ores and things like that. But, I guess that's a part of the game, and even if I do die, I can just end up killing mobs. Trust me, there is no shortage of mobs in this area, so I can end up just killing them off and using them for it. Now, if you're wondering, I can't exactly use the diamond ores for armor, at least not yet, because there's one goal that I have with it, and that is to build 5 diamond blocks. So first, before I build anything else besides the, you know, weaponry, swords, things like that, I have to actually end up building 5 diamond blocks same thing goes for gold blocks, and same thing I believe goes for lapis blocks. So all of those I'm pretty sure I have to rebuild off of, and I know it will take a while, but it's just one of those things that I'm going to have to get done. And to be honest with you guys, I'm kind of glad that they do have goals like that, because it really does add to the challenge of it. You know what I mean? This wouldn't be fun if it was just straightforward, didn't have that much of a challenge, and you know, the fact that it does have a good challenge to it, it's going to make it a lot better. It's going to make it definitely a lot more fun. And hold on, I'm going to build myself another double chest, just because double chests are the shit. You know what I mean? We're going to need as much of these as possible as time goes on, so let's put it, I guess, where's a good place? You know what, we could probably extend our base a little bit out more, just to make some room for our chest room, we'll call it. So let's go and put this right here. Perfect, and we'll drop this out then, and there we go. Once again, this is not the nicest house, I know that, but it's just meant to try and protect us, at least for the time being, until we can get ourselves mob-proof, I guess you could say, and we can actually fight them off, because as of now, we are definitely not set up to do that. Alright, there we go. GG. I kind of like this a little more than Island Craft in some ways, and at the same time, I like Island Craft more. It's like, it's an even split. But if you guys are wondering what I'm going to do with that one chest over there, that one chest is just going to be specifically for special types of ores, coals, things like that. Basically, any type of resource that I have that doesn't come, you know, any resource that comes out of the ground, basically, is going to be in that chest over there. Alright, so let's go right here. Fortunately, we don't have any kind of challenge whatsoever for trying to get iron blocks, so luckily that means that we can just use our iron ore as much as we want to and as we see fit. So let's put our iron ore in there. It's a good way to keep track of everything. I guess we'll set it up like that. So now that we have this, we can finally start collecting our gold. Anything we really see that we need that we couldn't normally get. So let's grab this then, and oh, that doesn't look good. Is that... No, that doesn't lead... I was going to say, if that leads into the house, we probably should take care of that. Ooh, one little piece of wood. Might as well collect that as... You know, just in case. I don't want to forget about it. My problem is I tend to forget about the different resources that are lying around, as well as just, like, simple things like wood. I'll forget about that kind of stuff. So, for me, it's good just to pick it up, you know what I mean, before it's too late. Before I forget anything bad like that happens, it's just good for me. Alright, here we go. Let's grab that gold. Come on, anything else? No, that's okay. Even just one gold block at a time. It adds up. Alright, and we're about to get our first diamond. Oh, baby, here we go. Oh, baby, look at that. Look at that diamond ass. Perfect. So we have ourselves some diamond. Anything else here we might need? A little bit of gold. Perfect. Just trying to scout around to see. Oh, here we go. Now we're in the area where all the resources are. Perfect. Yeah, see, this is the type of area that I was looking for. It's a really good deposit area. Ooh, we even got a little bit more coal. To be honest with you guys, I think coal might be a problem on this map. I know they spawn in a lot of it, but it seems as if it's just going to be a pain to try and collect it all. So I might end up using a lot of charcoal. If you guys don't know, charcoal's when you burn the... What the fuck? How did I miss that diamond? Give me that diamond. Perfect. So we just got another piece of diamond. But anyway, guys, like I was saying before, charcoal is pretty much when you burn just plain wood. It actually ends up becoming just like coal. But, of course, you know, it's costly because you got to use an actual wood, like log, I'm pretty sure, to burn. And then at the same time, you also need to burn some kind of other substance, like, say, wood planks, to be able to get... What the fuck? More diamond? Give me that. Jesus, there's diamond everywhere. I'm going to put this all away before something bad happens, so I'm going to bring this all back to the house, and I'm actually going to start smelting some of this gold ore as well as some of the iron here. So let's go put that there, and let's just drop off some of our ores. Perfect. So we are definitely in business. I'm going to keep mining right in this area just because I want to see. I have a good feeling this is going to be like our typical mine shaft area. And you know what, actually, I should probably head back up here, just get some kind of a light source. I'm going to need something here, so let's see if I have any torches lying around or coal or anything. Okay, you know what? I definitely don't need that much, so we're going to use that, and then just because I can, we're going to use this right here. Perfect. And now we can just stick them right here and grab some coal. And we also have, oh, no, pick up those sticks. We also have a little bit of sticks left over. Perfect. Alrighty. So we don't have the most in the world, but hey, we don't need that many torches. This is not the biggest sphere at all, so we can pretty much get by with the resources that we have. Oh, there we go. We got something here. Lapis, give me that ass. I love the lapis, even though it doesn't really do anything that well much. It's definitely good just to collect, especially because I'm going to need to make all those lapis blocks. So if we're going to be able to finish all these challenges, we're going to have to get on with that. My biggest fear is the 5 diamond blocks. That's going to take forever. At least at the rate we're going right now, I mean, it's definitely not going to be, like, ridiculously long, but it's going to take quite some time. It's definitely not something that's just going to happen overnight or anything like that. Oh, jeez. This little area right here is really, wow. This is really, really good. I'm getting a lot of resources from over here. There we go. Let's collect everything then. I'm so glad, by the way, once again, that they didn't have any kind of thing like you had to make iron blocks, because, to be honest with you guys, the iron is way too valuable just to be throwing out like that. So, just try and get rid of all this now. There we go. Alrighty, so we can keep on going, heading downwards, I guess. Jesus, every time I try and head downwards, there's so many resources. That's one of the pluses to not having different types of mine shaft veins, and just having it so that you can, I guess you could say so that you can kind of just dig anywhere, because all the ores, once again, are randomly generated. So personally, I like this a lot. Oh god. Lapis, give me that. Perfect. Alright, so let's go here then. Oh, place you there. Perfect. Alright, so let's keep digging down a little bit here. And then I'm going to call this video quits after I'm done. So I'm just going to dig a little bit more down, and then I'm definitely just going to call it quits. Let's see. Oopsies. Didn't mean to do that. Anything else down here that I might need? Ah, some redstone. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to go down another 10 layers and I'm going to call it quits. So that's probably a good place to stop too, because I just got a ton of resources. And I might be getting ready to put on mobs again. Although I don't know for sure, because I might want to wait till... You know what? No, I don't want to say that. I want to wait till I actually have the armor suited for that. So, like, I want to get some iron armor going on. Anything else, really, that'll help me out to defeat them. Oh my god, Jesus. There we go. Look at all that coal. What the fuck? What is this? Oh my god. What in the hell? Holy shit! Alright, well, I'm taking all of this. What the heck? The spawn blaze, wheat. Jesus, I don't even know what all this is. I didn't even know they had this stuff on the map. Well, this is awesome. You'd think for somebody to just showcase the map, they'd know about this, but I honestly didn't. So this is really cool for me. Things like this, these really make my day. So this kind of makes me happy. And you know what? I'm just going to dig this out right here. I want to find out what's turning this on, because there has to be redstone near it to be... Oh, there, it's just a redstone torch. That was something a little more epic. Alrighty, though. I'm going to have to mark this place off, and we can use this as our next destination for the start of the next episode. This is kind of like the area we're going to have to head to. Alright, so we have cactuses now. Have a little bit of armor, and you know what? Just so I can make sure that I remember where that is, let's dig out straight here. Perfect. And wow, that's really awesome. That's definitely a good place to end this video. Alright guys, so thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to subscribe and check out my other content. And stay tuned for more in the future. Hope you guys enjoy. Good night, everybody. And once again, guys, keep showing this series some love. Give it a couple likes, because honestly, guys, every single thing that you guys do really does add up. And makes me really happy. Makes me want to actually continue the series. So thank you guys. Have a good night.